Hello there, ghouls and gals. This is probably going to be the most different video I've ever done. There's no Warhammer lore here, not even a script really, but I'll probably just play some trailers in the background, so there's something for you to put your pretty eyes on. Last time we wrapped up a project that I didn't think would really have legs, and yet it has been the most consistent view generator for this channel ever. A massive look at Warhammer's End Times, seeing if we can rewrite it while also keeping most of the same plot points, was something that probably was never going to really take off. I mean, it's about 8-9 years too late, considering that we're that long past the original End Times, which is wild in itself. But yeah, I just didn't imagine that it would do as well as it has done. And at the end of it, I'm not really sure where we go, and I'm very open to some ideas. I want to preface this with maybe a bit of cryptical lore, so maybe you will get your lore in the end. You might not be aware of this, but I've been at this for years. I started off making some video essays with horrible, genuinely bad audio quality and made my first Warhammer video as just a desperate way to really try and get more than 15 subscribers. And since then we've got nearly 1,500 of you guys, and that might not be a lot in the grand scheme of YouTube, but it's more than enough for me, and it makes me really proud whenever I think about that amount of people choosing to watch my silly little Warhammer videos that really never follow a sort of straight line, you know, the same idea for more than about a week. A lot of you are probably here because of Toddy as well, which is the best video I've had to date, and I don't know whether I'd still be making these videos if not for him, as they were getting sometimes hundreds of views, sometimes single-digit views, so thanks, Toddster. Really helped me out big time. So, what's next, gang? It's as much up to you to decide as it is me, to be honest. After finishing the End Times rewrite, after doing months and months of collating all the different stories, seeing where all the different factions go, and then seeing how I change it, I'm not certain about more Warhammer. I'm not sure where I can go. The 40k videos that I do don't really do as well, and it seems like you guys really love fantasy, and yet, even though I've not covered every character by any stretch of the imagination, even though I've not done even every faction in terms of the brief history videos, it still feels like I'm not sure where I can go with it. I love it, don't get me wrong, I just don't think I've got the knowledge to be the lore master you guys deserve. Also, at least at the minute, after doing so much work on the End Times rewrite, Warhammer doesn't excite me like it used to. I'm someone that likes to have multiple irons in the fire, you know? I know it's why a lot of you are here, pretty much all of you actually, and so if the demand is there, I will keep up with it, but otherwise, there are some options. First off is we could head towards some different fantasy and lore videos. Wider things, maybe something like D&D, has always been close to my heart as well, and I'd love to make this a wider lore and nerdy stuff channel. Still with a primary focus on fantasy, as it's just where my knowledge lies. If you're into that stuff or want to know more, I'd love for you to stick around, and there's always the chance that we can do more Warhammer later on when I pick back up that real excitement for it and those real passion for ideas. Second, less likely, but I could jump back to video essays. Not sure about this one, as I don't think I really have the knowledge or the entertaining persona to make them worthwhile watches, and that's what you really want in a video essay because they are long. I see some people making 4-hour stuff. I also want to say that I make content for a living in my day job too, so whatever I do need to have that passion and that spark to make me keep going with uploads. I'm not going to do anything major without your guys' input though, I want to make that clear. I'm going to put out a community post alongside this video, and if you want to hear more of my open thoughts, I could maybe even set up a little Warhammer stream where I can answer any questions that you might have. So yeah, in short, expect some things to change around here. Still similar types of videos, just instead of primarily Warhammer being the only focus, we're going to dip into different geeky things now and then, with your consent, of course. If that's not your thing, I understand. From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank you for however long you've been on this bumpy ride for. But with that out of the way, I guess I'll just see you soon, ghouls and gals.